Welcome back. 26 minutes after the hour, weeks after the U.S. severely damaged Iranian nuclear sites in surprise attacks, both sides may be looking to ease tensions. Axios is reporting White House envoy Steve Witkoff is set to meet Iran's foreign minister in Norway next week. This comes as families in Israel hope the U.S. can help free hostages from Hamas. NewsNation's Robert Sherman is outside the U.S. Embassy in Tel Aviv right now. Robert, what's the latest on the ground where you are?
Yeah, Nick, with it being 4th of July here, there's a big focus on the U.S. today. And you see this display that was set up outside of the U.S. Embassy branch office in Tel Aviv, Shabbat table. So people will be celebrating Shabbat this Friday evening here. You have all the faces, all the images of the hostages. But on that table there it says, one big, beautiful hostage deal. That is what people are hoping will be coming in the next few days here off of the heels of the president ultimately getting what he wanted in the United States, that one big, beautiful bill. They're hoping there's going to be some movement with the hostage situation as well. And I can tell you that optimism has been growing on the ground here after we saw Idan Alexander at the White House on Thursday meeting with President Trump. He spent over 500 days inside of Gaza, an American-Israeli citizen, but having that meeting at the White House with the president and pushing some kind of a deal in order to get the remaining 50 hostages who are estimated to be still inside of Gaza. On Monday, there's a potentially highly consequential meeting taking place at the White House between Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and President Trump. The Prime Minister will be making the journey out to Washington, D.C., but 35 hostage families signing onto a letter before he goes, telling him exactly what they want. And their statement reads, quote, "Prime Minister, you must reach a comprehensive agreement that guarantees the return of every last hostage and brings an end to the fighting." To this juncture, the Prime Minister has been clear that he still views the two goals of the war as attainable and top priorities, one of which is bringing the hostages home. The other is the dismantling of Hamas. Nick?
Robert, quick question. Is there optimism that the president can leverage these negotiations into a broader peace deal in the Middle East?
I would say on the ground here that you're certainly feeling more and more optimism that this is a unique moment that can potentially be leveraged into broader peace accords around the region. And the president was asked about that returning from Iowa. Here's what he said to that, Nick.
Now that Iran has been taken out in terms of a nuclear threat, and they have been completely taken out, at least for a very long time, I think a lot of people are going to be joining the Abraham Accords.
We know that Saudi Arabia is a top priority in order to open up diplomatic ties with Israel. That's what the president wants. The position that we've heard from the Saudis time and time again, however, is before they're prepared to do that, they want the situation in Gaza sorted first. Nick?
Robert Sherman with the latest from Tel Aviv. Robert, thank you so much.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.